Right now, we go live to the Mesa where Big Malcolm joins us on Extra Sports. Malcolm, great to have you on the show. How's your week going so far?
It's great. A lot of rest, a lot of studying for Colorado State, and we're just going to get ready for Saturday.
I'll bet. How emotional do you think it'll be? I know you're focused on basketball, but do you think that'll be an emotional moment when you go out there and you receive your jersey?
Yeah, I think it'll be emotional. All my family will be there. But our emotions, it'll be kind of limited because we got to focus on Colorado State and getting this win.
Has Coach Fisher made a point to talk to some of you seniors, maybe even the underclassmen, about, kind of staying in the moment, realizing it's just another basketball game, even though it is indeed senior night?
Yeah, he tells us, it's senior night, but we still have a game to play, and we still have to focus. We can't, focus on, us leaving and, lose the game. We still have to play hard and try to get a win.
Yeah. Malcolm, give us your story, because we know you were a star at Crawford High School. You went to San Diego City College before arriving at Pepperdine. But when you graduated high school, when you came out of high school, did you ever have your sights set on San Diego State?
I always watched San Diego State when I was in high school, when I was before high school. I didn't really think I was going to come to San Diego State. I thought my Tyrone was going to come to San Diego State, but no, I didn't really think I would come here.
So how'd you get here? When was the turning point?
After Pepperdine, me and Tyrone talked about, where we were going to go, and we landed on San Diego State because it's home and our family's here, and it ended up being a great situation.
Do you ever think about your future in basketball after this? Or you try, whether it be hopefully for you the NBA or maybe even playing in Europe?
Whatever happens, happens. My dream since I was little was to play in the NBA, but if it doesn't happen, I'll have to probably go to Europe. But I just want to be able to take care of my family.
Talking to Malcolm Thomas, he's getting ready for senior night. Did that win against Wyoming give you the feeling like the team is back on track? I know Saturday was so demoralizing against BYU, but nice win against Wyoming. Did it feel like you guys got back to where you want to be?
Yeah, it felt really good, but there's a few things that we need to tighten up, come in Saturday. But it felt good to get a good win like that.
I'm sure, Malcolm, you've heard the news about Brandon Davies being kicked off the team for the rest of the year out of BYU. So my question is, if you guys were to meet them in, let's say, the Mountain West Conference Finals, and you beat them, would it still hold the same meaning for you, beating that team, even though they're missing one of their key players?
Well, to me, a win is a win. It's tough for them losing a good player like that. But to beat them in the conference tournament without him, it's not as good as beating them with him, but I will take the win either way.
Malcolm, when you think about this season, do you think about all 28 wins, or do you focus on those losses? I'm not saying it makes you a pessimist, but I do have a feeling a lot of the fans just focus on BYU when you guys have had a tremendous amount of victories.
I focus on everything, wins, losses. We talk about the losses mainly, but we can't hang our head on the losses. We have to, continue to play and continue to try to win, and that's what we're trying to do.
Obviously, with senior night coming up this Saturday, the tournament play, whether it be conference or NCAA, right around the corner. Are you guys feeling a little bit anxious knowing that March Madness is right around the corner?
Yeah, but we know that we have this game Saturday, and then we have the conference tournament, which is going to be really tough, and we have to win that first before we move to NCAA.
Aztec senior Malcolm Thomas is with us. Malcolm, you guys dance. You had the little slam dunk contest. You jumped up and down. Was it anything different? Was it the CBS cameras? Was it the magnitude of the game against BYU? Did anything feel a little different this past Saturday?
It was just, it felt like really big time. It was really different. None of us were used to that, but I don't feel like it was a lot of pressure. But it felt like, like a World Series type of feeling, but it was a good feeling to know that.
Did you like that feeling? I mean, is that a feeling you embrace?
Yeah, I love that feeling. It was a really good feeling to know that I was a part of all that.
Malcolm, talk about, as a senior, what Coach Fisher has meant to you for your years here at San Diego State. We talked to guys who have played under him in the past, and they speak about him like a family member. But what has Coach meant to you?
Coach is like a father figure. He he really is behind us. He really cares for us. He doesn't steer us in the wrong direction. You know, I always say he's the calmest coach in America because he never loses his cool. He's always under control, and I feel like it wears off on us, and he really teaches us how to be men.
Never? He never loses his cool? Never?
He lost his cool one time, but he had good reasoning behind it. So other than that, he never really loses his cool.
What about you? I know you're calm here on the radio, and you're calm in general, but do you ever lose your cool on the court?
Sometimes. I try not to. You know, it's still something I'm working on, but I try not to lose it too much.
Those tough foul calls get you a little riled up, don't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Malcolm, the last game I was at, I was sitting behind your cheering section. I know because you went to high school here, it must not just be family, but do you have a lot of friends coming out to these games as well?
Yeah, I have people from all over San Diego that I know. They come to the games when they can to cheer me on, and it's kind of fun, you know. People come support me from high school.
I'll bet. It's just an amazing season you guys are having. Malcolm, it's great to have you on the show. We're wishing you nothing but success. Thanks so much.
Thank you.